that meeting, and then we will follow through with Teresa Gutierrez. A number of us, I guess quite a few of us actually, were up in Harlem. A number of us went together, and we were up there for quite a while, from the very beginning reports as the electorals came in until the final announcement of that Barack Obama had become, through the number of electoral votes, the president-elect. And it was pretty sound. I mean, I think it was twice as many electorals that he got than John McCain. But one of the things that, I've been thinking about the past few days that have passed since Tuesday, or really late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, is what it must be like to be a cynic while all this has happened, especially after Tuesday. And there are a lot of people who are cynical and clearly simply just dismiss the significance of what took place and have been since earlier this year, when it looked like Barack Obama was the front runner, at least for the nomination of the Democratic Party. But to be a cynic after Tuesday and not pay homage to the years of struggle and the history of repression and oppression of black peoples, to look in the face of babies that were running and yelling and screaming, "We have a black president," though they may not have yet learned about slavery. They may not know Fred Hampton or Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Jr. They may have heard a few of these names, but they may not know the long history. But they see their parents, and they see the struggles of their parents and their uncles, and maybe they have an older brother and an older sister, and they see how they wear the oppression in their face and on their shoulders and on their back, and the strings that they have. They see, I'm sure, their parents dealing with the everyday problems of life, paying bills, paying rent, paying the water bill, telephone, electricity, heat. They see this. And I'm sure they notice the difference, say, if they live uptown and they've had a chance to go downtown, and they see the difference in the behavior of the police uptown versus downtown. I'm sure they see that. And I know that they notice the difference in numbers of police. And I'm sure that they've seen interactions of the police, or from now on, I'm just going to say pig, with people in their neighborhood. And I know they must walk by some of the new buildings, condos that have popped up uptown, and they may think, well, this looks completely different than what we live in, Dad, Mom. Can we live in one of those? And I'm sure the parents say, those are too expensive for us. And maybe their parents have told them, maybe, what it was like when they were kids, that it was a little bit easier, at least, to pay for rent. So we didn't have, it wasn't 50% of what we bring in to put a roof over your head when we were kids. There were other struggles, but at least rent was not as astronomical or a large percentage of our wages as it is now. And I'm sure when they go to school, they feel something different in the way that the teachers interact with them. And they probably question the fact that there aren't a whole lot of teachers that look like them. And they turn on the TV, and they see the representations of people of color, black and Latino, and they question that. And they question how they're portrayed in television. And I'm sure they're wondering why television portrays white youth as so glamorous and having wonderful lives, and all they really have to worry about is getting into an argument with their girlfriend or boyfriend or partner. And they're like, wow, this isn't how life is for us. It's not really how life is for these people, it's just TV too. But I'm sure they see these things. And perhaps they haven't even learned the whole history of struggle. So they know when they feel it, they feel racism. They may not be able to enter into a discourse that an adult can get into about these things, but they can interpret it in their own way, and they can talk about it in their own way. So to be a cynic and to not understand the happiness or the joy or the relief in the face of babies, what must it be like to be a cynic?